Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caroline. As chronically ill, we clearly have a lot of contact with different types of health professionals. However, a lot of people feel very gaslighted in the medical system, and this is like a huge problem. But there are two things I want you to remember when talking to health professionals. Okay, let's get started. The first thing I want you to remember is that healthcare professionals are not authorities. They are simply not an authority. And we tend to think they are. Especially when it comes to doctors, we think they have some type of authority over us, and they really don't. They're here to help us with our illnesses and our conditions, and they are basically providing a service, and you're the customer. You are completely the boss of your chronic illness journey. That means it's actually okay to say no. It's okay to tell a health professional that they are not listening to you. It's okay to demand a second opinion, to demand to talk to a different doctor if you don't feel like there is a chemistry with the doctor you're talking to or whatever. It's actually okay to take charge of your chronic illness journey. You shouldn't have to do it. You really shouldn't have to do it because it's exhausting enough to be ill. We all know that. But don't be afraid to do it when you have to. You're in charge, not the health professional. The second thing I really want you to remember is that most of the healthcare professionals actually do want to help you. Now, people who choose a career in healthcare, they often do so because they want to help people who are ill or have disabilities. They often do it because they actually want to make a difference. So most of them have the heart in a good place when they go into this type of career. That doesn't mean there is not assholes in the medical system. There are plenty of assholes in the medical system. One thing that we need to remember in this situation is that if we are expecting to be mistreated when we go see a health professional, whether that's a nurse or a doctor or whatever, if we expect, let's say, the doctor to not listen to us, to not care, to not taking us seriously, we're thinking, oh, I'm probably just going to be told that it's all in my head again. If that's the energy we bring into an appointment, we will actually often experience that, even though it might not be the intention of the doctor, unless the doctor is an asshole. On the other hand, if we are a little open-minded when we go in to see the doctor, if we are saying to ourselves, okay, this is the doctor that's going to take me serious. This is the doctor that's going to listen to me. This doctor cares. This doctor has chosen to become a doctor because he or she wants to help me. If that's the energy we bring in, often that is actually also the experience we will get. Now, I know this is easier said than done because, I think all of us have bad stories when it comes to the healthcare system. Whether it's waiting for an appointment, whether it's being mistreated by certain health professionals or whatever it is. I think most of us have had really bad experiences, right? So going into an appointment with a health professional you don't really know, sometimes it is really hard to believe they want what's best for you, to believe that they will listen and take you seriously. Oh my God. Sorry, I just stopped, but seriously, it's like hail. It's summer and it's like hail outside. Oh my God. I don't know if you call it hail actually. I'll look that up and then I'll write the right thing in there. Sorry, that was not okay. But I was just surprised because it's July. But what I was saying was, I know it's harder. I know it's easier said than done to be open-minded towards a health professional once you've had a bad experience. But it's just so important to try to practice, just in general, really, the mindset that you believe in the best in people. The way we receive something is affected by how we view the situation beforehand. That's a psychological thing that I can't explain. So what I'm saying is not that you shouldn't get mad, that you shouldn't say no, and the things I was saying before, of course you should. You are allowed to get angry if they're mistreating you, if they're not hearing you. Like I said, you're allowed to demand to talk to another doctor, another nurse, another whatever, because you don't feel like they're treating you well. You're okay to put your foot down. It's okay. Of course, it's your illness, it's your life, and they should understand that. But don't assume you're gonna have to. Don't have that energy when you go in. Don't give the person a fair chance to show you who they are and whether or not they truly want to help you. Give them a chance when you go in, and then see how it goes. And if you along the way don't feel like they're listening, I would interrupt and say, I'm sorry, I don't really think you heard what I said. Here is what I said. I would do that. Or I try to do that. I'm not perfect. So these are basically the two things that I want you to remember. Healthcare professionals are not authorities. You are allowed to say no and take charge, and you're allowed to demand a second opinion, a different doctor, whatever. You're allowed to do all these things, but also remember they are human beings. Most of them in this type of career actually wants to make a difference. So try to be open-minded. Try to not believe in the worst in this person when you see them. Believe in the best, and be open-minded toward that person, and give them a fair chance. And then if they don't treat you well, let them know, but give them a chance. It works. I have experienced it. It works. I hope you could use these two reminders, and like I said, easier said than done. It's easier said than done, but I think as chronically ill, in a world where we are left a lot to ourselves and to figure things out a lot along the way, like ourselves, like there is no one with us. It's not like we have a lawyer with us every time we talk to a doctor, right, who can tell us our rights or anything like that. We do really have to take charge. It's not fair. We shouldn't have to. We should be able to trust that whatever the doctor do is what needs to be done. We shouldn't have to take that much charge, but we have to. And it's important that you do, even though it's hard. It's important that you fight for yourself. But it's also important to have a big heart and keep your mind open, and remember, health professionals are human beings too. And thank you to all health professionals out there who are doing an amazing job, because they are, a lot of them, I would even say the majority that I've met, are doing an amazing job. They're doing the best they can. And don't be afraid to tell the people who are actually doing a good job that they're doing a good job. So I appreciate everyone out there who are doing their absolutely best in the healthcare system to help ill people like myself. And for the rest of you who doesn't care, who doesn't listen, who gaslight, retire. We don't need you. But have a very blessed rest of the day, and I'll see you next time here on my channel.